Good evening, everyone. My name is Braindead, and I train every day. One try hack your room, one new skill, always ethical, and by 30, I'll be a professional hacker. So, today I'm just doing a very quick room, PrintNightmare, basically kind of like a little break day. I was doing pretty hard rooms this week, so I kind of want to rest a bit. Don't think too much. So I'm learning about a common vulnerability in the Windows print spooler service. So, per Microsoft, a remote code execution vulnerability exists when the Windows print spooler service improperly performs privileged file operations. An attacker who successfully exploited this vulnerability could run arbitrary code with system privileges. An attacker could then install programs, view, change, or delete data, or create new accounts with full user rights. So that's pretty big. In this room, you will learn what PrintNightmare vulnerability is and how to exploit and mitigate it. You'll also learn detection mechanisms using Windows Event Log and Wireshark. Alright. And that is my 31-day streak. So, Microsoft defines the print spooler service as a service that runs on each computer system. It manages the printing process. It's responsible for print jobs, receiving files to be printed, queuing them, and scheduling. You're able to stop, pause, or resume, or restart the print spooler service. Alright, I'm very familiar with the print spooler. I have tons of people who have issues with their printers. Alright, so that's located in the services menu. So, to better understand the PrintNightmare vulnerability, you should get into the habit of researching the vulnerabilities by reading Microsoft articles. There's been some confusion if the CVE 2021 and CVE are related to each other, and both are related to print spooler. Alright, let's take a look. All that loads, I'm going to continue on. What did Microsoft mean by the attack vector? Let's look into the difference between the two vulnerabilities and append the timeline of events. So, this first vulnerability from 2021, 1675. This was very interesting, as you could tell. Very descriptive with this one. Wow. Okay, let's take a look at the other one. See if, alright, remote code execution vulnerability. Elevation of privilege. Remote code so this one's marked as important. Well, this one is marked as critical. So this one's much worse than this one. Alright, great. So, running arbitrary code involves executing any commands of the attacker's choice and preference on a victim's machine. To exploit the 1675 vulnerability, the attacker would need to have direct or local access to the machine to use a malicious DLL file to escalate privileges. Okay. And to exploit 34527, the attacker can remotely inject. So, okay, so is that the difference? One is on physical and then the other one can be done remotely. So, the remote one's obviously much more critical. Yeah, okay. Alright, great. So, okay, even attack vector is the location. So, okay, that makes sense. So, looks like Microsoft did a patch, revised the vulnerability and classification. Some guy from China published a video, assigned a CVE called PrintNightmare 34527. Okay, and the initial one was 1675. That doesn't require local access. Woohoo. Now, what date was assigned for the vulnerability in the previous question? Okay, so now it wants us to try it. So, we're going to run the machine. To understand how the attack works and what logs and events are generated, you will need to put the black black hat on and run the attack on your own. But of course, it requires permissions from management to perform this attack in your employer's environment, even if it's in an isolated environment. Fret not, you could perform the attack against the virtual machine and not your employer's environment. In the sample terminal output below, the victim is machine IP and the attacker is 192.168.100. Before proceeding, create two directories on the desktop, PN and share. Oh, we created with MS Venom, huh? Okay. Interesting. And I don't know if... I suppose I need to open up my terminal for this. I thought it might be a split screen since it's a Windows environment. So we're going to turn my VPN on. Alright, we're going to make this bigger. And I guess let's call it PrintNightmare. Alright, cool. What do you want me to do? Make two directories. PN, share. So it wants me to download this CV. Okay. GitHub. Okay, so it just wants me to run this. So we're gonna copy the CV to here. Okay, is this a directory as well? Oh, I was actually supposed to put it supposed to put it in here. So we're gonna actually move CVE to right here. Right, perfect. So before spinning up Metasploit to create the malicious DLL, in the terminal outputs below, the attacker is 0.100. You need to replace 0.100 with your attack box. Obviously. Okay, so now we're going in PN. This is PN, right? Venom. Okay, so we're doing Windows. Interpreter. Okay, we're doing a reverse TCP, so just a reverse shell. Lhost equals, whoopsie, 10.656, 192, L port equals, sure, we'll just keep the same port. Okay, we're just making a DLL -O, and then we're calling it share. Oh, excuse me. No. What's it called? Try hack me. I can't even. Am I in the way here? Let me do that so we could see what I'm typing here. PrintNightmare. Then share malicious DLL. Is there anything after that? Nope. Okay. No platform was selected. Alright, let's just run it. And I guess that's going to make me a DLL file. If you see similar output when you run this command, then you should have successfully created the DLL. Then I'm hopping into Metasploit after this. Okay, and I got a bit bigger of byte size, but payload size 510 though. Final size of DLL. What are you gonna do? I think that's similar enough. So we're gonna start up Metasploit here. You'll need to configure the handler to receive the incoming connection from the malicious DLL. Alright, so I'm actually setting exploit multi-handler. Great. Options? Okay. Set payload Windows x64 interpreter reverse TCP. Set lhost 10 56, 192. Set L port 444. Okay, run J. I never actually did a run J before. The J simply runs it at a job. Okay, cool. Now you'll need to host the malicious DLL in an SMB share running on the attacker box. We'll use the attack box in this example. Okay, so I'm the attack box, aren't I? SMB server dot pi. Dude, what is that? From Impacket? I think I just gotta do that. I think I gotta download this. Maybe I shouldn't do it like that, but what is going on? Why is it taking so long? Wappalizer, SMB server.py, Impacket. Can I do this? No. I was hoping I could just do a git clone of SMB server.py. I wonder if I could find this, to be honest. Why is this taking this long? Oh my goodness. Can we take off Wappalizer here? Stop it. Gets us. Nope. Nope. Turn off. Okay. Impact is available for. Okay. That's what I want to see. So we're going to git clone this Py script, this Python script, as soon as this thing loads. Jeez, can we disable that? So what was I gonna do? It's SMB server.py. SMB server.py. Okay. So I'm git cloning this. Git clone. And what is this? Nope. Ah. What? Buddy. Okay, we're just gonna manually download it. Move downloads SMB here. Cool. Let me just make sure before. Buddy, why is this giving me so much trouble here? Let me try that again. Maybe it just took a second. There we go. Let me just make sure the ending's right. Dang, this is a long script though. Good. That's a huge script. Wow. Okay. What am I doing here? Okay. So we're hitting SMB server.py share share SMB2 support. I didn't think that was just gonna work, because how would it? I don't even know what's happening right now. I don't think that worked. Python 2? I need to do something here. This guy's not calling any of his Python statements. Share. No. Share. Right? No, put that back. SMB2 support? Can't find main module. Oh, maybe if I think I was missing the... Can't find the main module. And print... Dude, I'm so confused right now. What does that mean? You can't find the main module. Why do we have to host it through this? Like... There has to be something else here I could use. SMB server.py. I think I'm supposed to be in PN. Right? Is it move? SMB server.py to here? Then, does that work? So SMB server pi share. Oh. SMB2 support. But I gotta run Python with it. Did that work? Why didn't that work? I don't know if that worked or not. Config file parsed. I have absolutely no idea. How is there another Python script? This is the local file that restore the malicious DLL. That makes sense. It's finally time to run the exploit. Navigate to a location where you download the exploit code from GitHub. Okay. You'll use the Python script to exploit the vulnerability. Okay. Okay, so Python 3.9. I apparently do not have 3.9. I was supposed to do some more with that. Fine. What the hell? The name of the domain controller. Dude, I do not have this information. How did it possibly get this information? This is... What? Okay. Unc. The location. You should see output similar to that. I do. You may see Python errors after try 3, but they're safe to ignore. Calling for the malicious. Hey, look at that. I got Python errors. Lastly, you'll have a successful interpreter session. I'm guessing there's no chance I have a successful interpreter session. Where's the flag residing on the administrator's desktop? It can never be easy for me. SMB server.py? Like, this is the part that's throwing me off. Like, what is this? He did not type that. Am I supposed to make that executable? Like, I don't know why this would be executable, though. SMB server.py share. SMB2 support. I doubt this would work. I don't think that's working. Or is it? Why am I randomly... What is going on here? Oh. What? Why am I just randomly... How am I making these boxes? What is going on right now? What? Okay. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. This is not going smoothly at all. Ah. I don't get it. Why doesn't this work? Path traversals everywhere. All right. Well, I'll come back to it. Let's imagine the worst case scenario that the THM department was compromised a couple of days after the POC for PrintNightmare was released, and you are the THM department's threat hunter. Their attacker would most likely use RPC dump.py to scan for vulnerable hosts. After finding the vulnerable print server, their attacker could then execute the exploit code. Signia shared some advanced threat hunting to detect it. Search for spools SV, process launching run DLL32 as a child process. The attacker might even use Mimikatz to perform the attack. In this case, a print driver named QMS810 will be created. Search for DLLs are part of proof of concepts, such as myexploit, evil, addcube, revtube, main64, mimilib. You can find them with event 808. Splunk also did a great job providing us with some detection search queries. Provide the first folder path where you would likely find the dropped DLL payload. What the? System 32, right? How did that not fit? Oh, Winder. I don't think that's gonna fit either, though. Yeah. C, obviously it's C. I don't. System 32. Winder. What am I not reading here? System 32. Drop into one of these folders. Winder. There's only one character at the end, which is the 3. Dude, what? Spool, drivers. What is this part? I don't know what that part is. System. Winder. That is so weird. How am I not? Winder. What? Provide the function as used to install printer drivers. Oh, wait, is this something of relevance? Use the function that's used to install printer drivers. Kernel base.dll? I don't think it's that, but I'm gonna try it. Kernel base, not a chance. Not a chance. I'm not doing that hot in this room. Oh, PC add printer driver X. Driver. What tool can the attacker use to scan? It was like rc dump.py. I think it might be rc something else. rc what? rpc dump.py. Okay. Provide the first folder path where you would likely find the dropped DLL payload. I'm just gonna say it's Windows at this point, because what? System 32 spool. I don't remember if it's printer or driver. Drivers X64.3. I should have known it was Windows. I can't believe I didn't realize that. Detection. Alright, so I'm a little tight for time today, so I'm trying to just go through this as fast as I can. Provide 2 ways to manually disable the print spooler service. I just saw the command. Stop service. GP update. No. Stop service was obviously one of them. Do I just do services? Nope. Oh, group policy? Disable. Stop service? Okay, the other one's group policy though. Set service. Dude. Oh, is it PowerShell? And then group policy. Where can you disable the print spooler service in group policy? Does it want the whole thing? Computer configuration. Administrative templates printers. Provide the command in PowerShell to detect if a print spooler. Get service. What was it? Print spooler? Print spooler? Name spooler. I should have known that. Alright. Okay, conclusion. Awesome. Let's see. Is this required a room 2? Packet analysis. What was the host name? Like this. Alright. So unfortunately, I'm very short on time. Thank you guys for joining me. I got a big one coming for the 30th. I think this is what. I don't know if this is day 29 or 28. Whichever. But my 30th day, I'm gonna do a nice big room to celebrate a month, and we'll keep on going. All right. Thank you guys for joining me, and good luck on your learning.